Member for Wajir South, Mohammed Adow.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. From the onset, I would like to send my heartfelt condolences to the families of our gallant soldiers who died while defending our land. This menace of Al-Shabaab and the armed groups that are wreaking havoc not just in Lamu, but also in northeastern Kenya, where we've seen attacks in Mandera, Wajir, and Garissa counties in the past few weeks. This is the work of not just Al-Shabaab fighters who have crossed over from Somalia, but also homegrown elements who are assisting them in traversing the terrain, which they know very little about. And there's a need for concerted effort by not just the government, but also from the public to fight these people once and for all. Because if they get a foothold in our country, we are going to see much more brazen attacks that are going to jeopardize the peace and security that we so much cherish in this country. And Mr. Speaker, we are sitting on a ticking time bomb when you look at the thousands of young people in those marginal areas where this group is now operating in. Talking about places like Lamu, Mandera, Garissa, Wajir. And their target is to recruit as many of our young people as possible in their campaign of violence. And if we don't do something about that, then it is going to be to our detriment. And Mr. Speaker, so far, we've had the National Police Reservists at the forefront of defending this country. There are people who've been chosen because of their knowledge of the terrain and the people and the language. And while some of them have been armed, others have not been armed, which makes them like sitting ducks when it comes to fighting this group effectively. And there is a need to remunerate them better than they are right now, because we've seen, and particularly in my constituency, whenever they receive their remuneration, sometimes it passes 3 months before they are given their dues. They get deductions from senior police officers, and that is unacceptable. We need to give them proper uniform, proper training, and properly remunerate them so that they form the first line of defense to ensure that we do not get these attacks going forward. And Mr. Speaker, no amount of conventional warfare will work against this group. In the course of doing journalism over the past 25 years, I've covered groups like Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb. And these people are not only smooth and far-reaching, but also very difficult to detect. They make their entry even before their presence in a place is known. And we should not look at them like any other security threat. We are facing an existential threat, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I do not agree with those who are arguing that the Somali-Kenya border should not be opened as planned by the government because these criminal elements are not passing through official crossings, which gives our gallant forces the chance to identify those who are coming to Kenya for good and those who are coming to Kenya to try and harm us. I would like at this point to thank our security forces who have so far been very, very steadfast in fighting these groups. Thank you very much.